My man in picture one is wearing a first pattern tropical helmet and a set of Kriegsmarine night adaptation gloves to preserve night vision. People speak of the Africa Corps. However, the tropical uniforms were used there as well as other tropical places such as southern Italy, Sicily, and the hotter southern parts of Russia during the summer. There were several iterations of tropical uniform used by the German armed forces during the war. I'll focus on the Heer, maybe a couple Luftwaffe. Most of the field equipment was the same. The differences mainly lay in the uniform, as well as special boots and headgear. The guy in picture two has a standard M40 tropical tunic and the ever hated tropical tall boots and tropical jodhpurs. Those two items in particular were so hated, they both usually wound up as cutoffs. The guy on the right in picture five is wearing the boots cut down into low boots, and the guy in picture nine is wearing the pants cut down into shorts, which was a pretty standard thing to do with those. Insane to think these guys didn't go into Africa with a pair of shorts. When they captured Tobruk, they captured thousands of British uniforms, and they started wearing the shorts from those supplies. And then High Command got the message and came out with shorts of their own. The M40 tropical tunic was pretty much the standard German army tunic, the cut anyway, except it had an open lapel instead of closed. And as you can tell, it was made out of a cotton twill fabric. The combination of the material and whatever dye they used, they pretty quickly faded in color to more of a closer to khaki instead of the normal olive drab they started as. Of course, they had a desert themed breast eagle. Those baggier straight trousers with the single pocket on the right leg that you see a lot of the guys wearing the pictures, those are actually the Luftwaffe tropical trousers. The Luftwaffe went in with a much better uniform than the army, interestingly. They did a better job figuring out what the hell you needed to wear in Africa and tropical environments. So you can see they had the baggier trousers going in, and their shirt was a little better too. It was all a much lighter khaki color to begin with as well. As far as headgear goes, there were the two German tropical helmet patterns, the first of which I've already shown, the second of which I will provide pictures of one that I actually have in my collection. Aside from that, they also used captured pith helmets, notably a lot of Dutch ones, which I'll show pictures of below. And then by far the most popular headgear for the Africa Corps, as well as other tropical units or people stationed in tropical climates, was the M40 tropical hat, which actually looks a lot like the later M43 cap, except it's lightweight cotton. Of course, the familiar Luftwaffe Army color difference exists between the hats as well as all the other pieces of equipment. Of course, none of these previously mentioned hats work very well in heavy combat, so naturally there's the standard German Army Stahlhelm, but the Afrika Korps were famous for often camouflaging them in desert colors.